Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined here once again by the mixologist of professional wrestling, Mr. Chemical Julian, and we are here tonight for WWE Survivor Series 2021 predictions.
We got a pay-per-view this weekend.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk it this soon after the last one?
WWE fans sure as fuck didn't think, because, well, this show's been promoted on Twitter. If you ain't got Twitter, you don't know nothing about the show.
Twitter? Yep, sure did.
So let's jump into this, Julian. Let's not keep the people waiting. They want to know what we think about this bullshit we call the WWE Survivor Series, and let's look at the scorecard here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, that back in the day, Survivor Series was known as one of the Big Four. The Big Four being the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Today, not so much. It's kind of been replaced by Money in the Bank. Has been replaced by not Great Balls of Fire. Saudi Mania. I would definitely say it's been replaced by Saudi Mania. It used to be the Thanksgiving tradition come to life.
Thanksgiving night tradition.
We always have these 5-on-5 matches with the greatest, the last survivor surviving. You had Jerry Lawler, the King's Court. You had the Hart Foundation, the Ultimate Warriors.
Wait, wasn't King's Court with the midgets?
No, it was just like people just in different colors and stuff.
Oh, Jerry Lawler had the midgets. It was because it was Doink, Dink, Wink, and Pink versus the King, Queasy, Sneezy, and like Cheesy.
I don't know if that was called the King's Court, but
that was the best. That was the best Survivor Series King match ever. But then again, we all know that the best thing that ever happened in Survivor Series was the gobbledygooker. Finally making his way out of that egg. Hector Guerrero dressed up like a fucking chicken, turkey, whatever.
That was actually long-term storytelling.
Of course, it was back in the early 90s when the WWE actually gave a fuck about long-term story booking, but I digress. We're not going to shit on them tonight. They did enough of that for themselves.
But guess what? So the card is not set in stone right now. All the matches that are on CBS Sports, on Wikipedia, on the WWE Sports website. We're going to go through here. We have some recent revelations on Monday Night Raw, and I'm going to sprinkle a little roundtable dust on this card, and we're going to start off with a 1-hour kickoff pre-show.
Oh my God!
That pre-show is going to be a match for the 24/7 championship, because traditionally Survivor Series is 5-on-5. Well, shit, for the 24/7 championship, it's like 1-on-12. So we are going to have our champion Reggie versus like a whole gang of folks. And I think one of them may be the gobbledygooker.
Oh my God, no. Not the gobbledygooker. Please, God, no. Well, you know what's going to end up happening? Survivor Series. 25 years ago tonight. As a matter of fact, tonight, as of this recording, was the debut of The Rock.
Rocky Maivia?
Rocky Maivia.
The blue chipper?
That's right. Mr.
The second generation wrestler?
Flat top, curly flat top with the fringe neckwear. Just like that. So he had an S-curl. The Rock, the Rocky Maivia, now currently known as The Rock, the most over man in sports entertainment and movies. Made his debut. So if he were to show up as a member of Team Raw or a member of Team SmackDown, SmackDown is his show. If he were to show up, that'd be freaking awesome. That right there would sell out. But that's not going to happen. So the 24/7 championship, Reggie versus the world. I say you're going to see every mid-carder on the show. And it's going to be...
That's a lot of people.
7 title changes in 5 minutes. And Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, what's the other dude that sits between them?
Oh, the Jimmy guy Smith. Really excited.
Jimmy Smith. He's going to win the championship. But it would be awesome if Pat McAfee was the last dude that held the championship. I can just see him now on the commentary table dancing, getting jiggy with it. Yeah,
No getting jiggy. No
I'm
getting
just
jiggy.
saying, Pat McAfee be on that table getting it in.
So my prediction here is Reggie is going to come in as 24/7 champion, and he's going to leave as 24/7 champion. However, title changes. I'm going to give you 10. I'm going to say that we're going to get at least 2 people from NXT to show up.
Von Wagner's already showed up on SmackDown.
One of them being Von Wagner.
Von Wagner.
Von Wagner.
It just sounds like a horrible
Since he's
name.
already on SmackDown. Maybe another one being Braun Brex.
Braun Breaker.
Brex Steiner.
Okay,
Steiner.
I just gotta say this. Look, we don't cover NXT on this show. We don't even talk about NXT on this show. But the simple fact that Tommaso Ciampa, he came out and challenged Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa said something about Steiner math. He said, "You have a 33 and a third % chance of beating me." I just turned off the TV and walked away.
Yes, that's all needs to be said.
Oh my God, Steiner math rules.
So our first challenger, of course, is going to be R-Truth. And the final challenger is going to be Tozawa.
R-Truth wins the championship 3 times. Tozawa wins it once. Reggie is the final guy.
You know what? Wait. You know what? It's Thanksgiving. Little things count. I'm going with my man, the 3.5 man of 3MB.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The littlest big man himself.
Oh, you talking about the wee one himself?
The master of the WLC.
That's right.
Yes. Hornswoggle.
No, he will never come back to WWE. He's already working for GCW. Well, let's get on to the very, very, very top. Who do you think is going to be well, let's do this. Let's start from the top.
So here's the thing: we've got a bunch of champion versus champion matches.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be clear: no title's going to change hands.
Of course not.
So we'll start at the top of the card, which is the bottom of the belts, and we're going to go with the least defended, least cared about belts in WWE, and that will be your Tier 2 title versus title match. And that's the United States champion, Damian Priest.
The Archer of Infamy.
Yeah, correct. I definitely would have forgot about that part of it. Versus the Intercontinental champion, who has been champion for like 96 days and defended it once. Shinsuke Nakamura, who's not just going to walk around the ring again for the 4th or 5th time, with Rick
Boogs. All right, so look, I'm going to go first on this one because it doesn't really matter I'm going to go with Damian Priest. I love Shinsuke Nakamura. I love him to death. King of Strong Style, the man, the myth, the legend, former New Japan Pro Wrestling Booker champion, Intercontinental champion, the man, the myth, the legend. The legendary King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, has been watered down, planted in the ground, dug back up, had a classic feud with AJ Styles, where the finish was a low blow every match.
Yeah.
So they're pushing Damian Priest. They put him with Bad Bunny, who I don't think is talented at all in any type of industry. They put him with Bad Bunny. And then he was feuding with Miz and Morrison. Then they made him United States champion. He was pretty weak at that. Then he snapped his fucking wig and just went crazy on my boy from Retribution. And now he's got this split personality gimmick with the good side of him as Damien and the bad side of him as Priest, or the opposite way. It doesn't really matter. But they're putting him against the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, who has been basically watered down to a comedy act. And the Intercontinental Championship was the workhorse title of the WWE. Guys like Bret Hart, guys like Mr. Perfect, guys like Owen Hart, guys like Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash,
The Miz.
The Miz, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, The Miz.
Of all time.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
People who won those championships went on to become world champions. Everyone except Shinsuke Nakamura. Even AJ Styles. Everyone but Shinsuke Nakamura. So that belt doesn't mean anything anymore. Is that the workhorse title anymore?
That belt, ever since they redesigned it and made it look like a Netscape Navigator. What'd you call it? Placeholder. Yeah. So here's my thing. I think this is the new starting point for Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's about time to show that he's got some fire and he got some fight and some style in him. I think it's time to show that he's not just sitting around waiting for his contract to expire. So a win here for Shinsuke is pretty important, and I don't think he needs to be putting over Damian Priest, especially with Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz waiting in the wings. So I am calling for Nakamura to win this match.
I'm calling for Damian Priest to win this match. Priest will win this match because he's going to snap. So Priest is going to win the match. He's going to go apeshit crazy. So score 1 for the United States champion. So you say.
Additionally, I'm going with Nakamura.
So are you keeping tabs? Are you keeping the score here? Because I'm saying Damian Priest.
Okay.
Secondly, we have the men's tag team championship match. Or I'm sorry, the men's tag team Survivor Series match. You put tag team championship match. You got.
Oh no, there's a men's tag team championship.
Oh, that's right. Okay, for the men's tag, no, it's tag team champion versus tag team champion. You got the Usos, versus Team RK Bro. Now, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm going with the Usos. And here's why. You know why? Because our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, would be really upset.
Oh, I thought you meant our tribal chief.
The Usos came back defeated.
I thought you meant our tribal chief, Adam Woods, but okay. Okay, so you're saying the Usos. I actually agree with you. I'm going to say the Usos as well.
Okay.
And the reason why I say the Usos is because their team is so hot right now, and you really can't bet against Randy Orton. But you have Riddle.
Yes. Who makes up the
Riddle is stupid in my book. And please don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not insulting him as intelligence. I'm insulting the way they book him, the way they push him, and the way they promote him. So he's going to be the downfall of him. But some people actually think that he's going to turn heel on Orton.
So that could work really well. But remember here, on Monday Night Raw, when Riddle was in the ring doing this thing, and he started that tag team match with Big E, and then it led to a 6-man. Orton was about to get attacked by one of the Usos. Riddle was about to get attacked by an Uso, and Orton came in with the save with an RKO. So
remember,
just maybe.
Remember, all he wants to do is retain his championship.
Correct.
So of course he's going to save his partner because he wants to keep the belts.
Yeah, but he was in no threat of losing it. It was post match. He was just going for the
but if your partner gets hurt,
Okay.
What are you going to do? You're going to be out there by yourself defending the tag team belts against, the Usos or whatever.
So, a little bit of revenge, a little bit of payback. Usos for the win.
Usos for the win. Okay, I got you. All right, so I agree with you about the Usos. Usos can't lose.
Now we go for the WWE Women's Champion versus Champion match. And we have Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair with a lot of heat in the Twitterverse. There's a lot of back and forth. Even Ric Flair has put his 2 cents in, trying to
Oh,
throw
we ain't talking
shade
about that
at
fucking
Becky.
asshole.
And Becky's throwing shade back at Rick. And Becky's throwing shade at Charlotte. And Charlotte's throwing shade at Becky. What's going on here? Are they working themselves into a shoot? Is it just a little bit too much heat for the kitchen? What's going on?
Okay, so here's the story, and here's the thing. A
Tell
lot
us.
of podcasts think that they're actually working to shoot.
Real.
And what I mean by that, ladies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you guys the insider terms.
You and these
Working a
insider
shoot-
terms.
Insider terms, that's right. Working a shoot is when you are basically building something and it gets real. Now, what people don't understand is, of course, Becky Lynch and Charlotte hate each other. Like, it's a personal issue between the both of them. But I think that Becky is so much of a professional. Is so much of a professional that she's going to work, even though she feels that Charlotte isn't safe and she feels that Charlotte isn't a team player. Becky is going to work and make it work for the show.
Of
So
course.
I'm going with Becky by DQ because Charlotte isn't going to she ain't going to take the L.
Oh, you're going with Becky by DQ.
I'm going with Becky by DQ because Charlotte ain't going to take the L. She ain't going to submit.
Well, you
She
know
ain't
what?
going to play fair.
I got to
Yeah.
put down Becky, and you're picking a DQ specifically. Do you think this match will go longer than 15 minutes?
I think it would go a good 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes at the most.
15 minutes, what, 15 minutes the most?
10, 15 minutes at the most. Maybe 15 minutes. Maybe.
Okay.
And I think it might go more than 15 minutes if Charlotte wants to work. But Charlotte don't want to work. Charlotte wants to be the queen. She wants to be the one running shit. She doesn't. And Becky did an interview with Sports Illustrated. And Becky, they asked her, what do you think about the relationship between you and Sasha? I mean, you and Charlotte. And she specifically said, we're not friends.
Yeah.
I don't think that she is safe. I don't trust her. And if you're inside this business, ladies and gentlemen, trust is a huge thing when you're working a match with someone.
Huge.
I'm putting my life in your hands. I may not like you. I may even fucking hate you. But I'm going to respect and trust you because it's our business. Some people don't do that. Some people aren't trusting. And everyone in the locker room seemed to have an issue with Charlotte Flair.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I'm going to go with Becky. Becky by disqualification, whatever, whatnot. Who knows? But I know one thing.
Do you think
Becky's
it'll be
not
a
going to
run-in?
job to her. Say it again?
Did you say C?
No, I said Becky's not going to job to Charlotte. So,
Oh. Do you think it'll be a run-in interference?
I don't think so.
Okay. And how about a title belt shot? I specifically added that stipulation because of the whole throwing the belt back and forth.
That could possibly happen.
Okay.
That could possibly happen. Charlotte might get pissed and be like, fucking throw the belt at her or something. Because remember, when she dropped the belt on the ground, Becky picked it up and threw it at her face.
That is correct. So in this match, I hate the fact that Charlotte wins every pay-per-view. I am gonna have to go with Becky.
Okay, Becky it is. We both chose
because
Becky.
the two of them got a lot of heat. Charlotte is really being painted as the heel here. And I think that a win for Becky. I think it'll be a pin, though. I don't think it'll be a DQ. I think it'll be a pin. She'll probably cheat somehow, some way. Maybe it's a cheap shot. Maybe it's grabbing the ropes again.
Think she'll come up with some funky ass hits like every single day?
Yes. Don't drop it like it's hot.
Oh, man. All right, so let's go with the first of many 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches. Team Raw, which is Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, KO, Lashley, and Austin Theory versus Team SmackDown, Drew, Hardy, King Woods, Baron Corbin, and a mystery person.
Mystery Man.
Now, I'm going to go for the simple fact that it's Team SmackDown.
With the mystery
I'm going
person.
to go with Team Raw.
What?
Why am I going with
So
Team
you
Raw?
know what? Here's the funny thing. So normally I would agree with you when I go with Team Raw. But on Team SmackDown, I don't think there's going to be nobody's kids for Bobby Lashley to choke out. So I got to go with Team SmackDown. I'm going with the blue brand.
That's why I went with Team Raw, because he's going to be choking some kids out. Let me ask you this, though. Team SmackDown has a mystery person. Who do you think that mystery person is going to be?
That mystery person is going to be, and I got it right here, wild card entrant. We discussed this before, and you think that it might be Brock Lesnar, and that'd be. I think that's. I don't see Brock Lesnar fitting in with King Woods, Corbin, Hardy, and.
But here's the
Drew
thing,
McIntyre.
I think it'd be Brock Lesnar because Brock knows if he's on SmackDown, he gets to go ahead and challenge again for the SmackDown for the Universal title. If he single-handedly wins, think about it. If he single-handedly wins Survivor Series, he can force a championship match.
And it's not in the stipulation.
Well, here's the thing, though.
I can see him coming into the Rumble, but
King Woods
might be a waste of his time.
King Woods has been lobbying for what do we win if we win? Maybe the last entrance into the Royal Rumble. So what if Team SmackDown wins and Brock Lesnar is the only person left on the team?
Who do we have out injured right now?
That's a good question. How about we do this? How about we take a quick commercial break and we will find out.
I know who it's going to be.
It might be Joe. Don't know. We'll see. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules...
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Great futures do start the Boys and Girls Club. They certainly do not start here to Survivor Series.
Ha!
I knew you like that one. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and I couldn't find out who's injured. It's crazy, right?
So you know what? I'll tell you exactly who's going to be on the team. And it's obvious. He's a former champion. He's a former world champion. He's got a face for TV.
Goldberg.
He's got a brand new series on ABC.
Oh my God, no.
It's the primetime Maharaja, baby.
Maharaja.
Jinder Mahal will be the surprise entrant of Team SmackDown to bring home the
Colossus
gold
on somebody.
with MC Shanky.
Oh, MC and my people call me Shank. Oh my God. It is not going to be Shanky or fucking Maharaja.
You know what? I'm
That's what
putting down
it's gonna
Jinder.
be.
The only thing I can do is lose 2 points. Or not get 2 points that I never had to start with. How about that?
Oh my God. Okay. So you're going SmackDown. I'm going Raw. Then we go to the women's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match.
Yes.
Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina versus Sasha, Shayna, Shotzi, Natalia, and mystery person.
Another
I'm going to go ahead.
A heel.
I'm going to go ahead, and I am going to pick Team SmackDown. The reason why Piper Niven is going to cost Bianca Belair a spot. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going Team SmackDown, and the mystery partner, the final nail in the coffin.
Ding dong.
Oh my God, I was just going to say that. Bailey makes her return.
Ding dong.
Bailey and Sasha, the role models are back, baby. You watch. Calling it right now. The role models, Bailey and Sasha. I haven't got any news reports, ladies and gentlemen. This is just strictly speculation. Strictly what I would want if I was booking it. I don't know how. I mean, she's been out 9 months, right?
She's been out for a full, I think more than 9 months at this point.
I mean, she's been out long enough to have a baby. Like, I'm just saying. Hey, when they said when the doctor said she'd be out specifically 9 months, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I've been injured in wrestling. I've broken my leg. I tore my patella tendon off the bone. I got a friggin' pin in that bitch. It did not take me 9 months to come back. The doctor told me specifically, I don't know how long you'll be out. So for a doctor to specifically say 9 months, and then you're not seen anywhere, that sounds like a baby. She was doing some stuff with over the last pay-per-view they did, not Saudi Mania, but before that, she was doing PR work with what's his name, Titus Worldwide. So she had a knee brace on, so maybe she's ready. Who knows?
She didn't have.
I certainly hope that the role models are back, because they literally carried the WWE Women's Division on their back during the pandemic.
That's right. Hey,
So
what about the ladies' rights chick?
No, she's not ready to come back yet.
Is she still is she pregnant? Didn't she give birth recently?
I think she did.
Okay.
But who do you? But I mean, I say Bailey.
So hey, look. I want Bailey back. I'm putting Bailey in that spot, and if Bailey comes back, it is going to be Team SmackDown on fire. In fact, it'll probably be 5-on-1 against Bianca Belair, and they're just going to stomp the ever-living you-know-what out of her.
Bianca Belair's going to get taken out by Piper Niven. That's what's going to happen. I'm not saying dewdrop, because I'm not going to say dewdrop. No. Piper
You're not going to call it Double D?
Niven. Nope. I'm going to call her Double D. I'm going to call her Piper Niven.
Okay. Unless, of course, they try to make Liv Morgan into, unless they have Nikki ASH, almost a superhero,
Nikki almost
come
a
save
superhero.
her
Nikki
partner,
Ash.
Rhea Ripley.
No. I don't even see that happening.
Wow. How amazing is it that you're not even going to have the women's tag team champions defend their championships against the NXT women's champions?
How amazing is it that you got Sasha Banks, you got Shayna, you got Shotzi, You got Natalia, and you got Bailey. Okay, now Natalia,
And
neither
she,
here nor there. She's the first one eliminated. Shotzi and Sasha are going to be fighting with each other.
correct.
But Sasha's now a face, apparently. Who would have saw that happening?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so Shayna is a hit. Shayna, but you know what? I'm looking at your list. Looking at your list.
Yeah.
And I see one name that's not on that list. And she can feel the glow. You didn't put her on the list, man.
You know what? So in that question mark spot, I had Naomi, but she's got that feud going with the GM. What's her name? And it seems like she's quite intent on keeping her off the team.
And okay, so she's quite intent on keeping her off the team. But keep in mind, Adam Pearce has been asserting his heel dominance on both sides of the brand.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's gonna overrule her.
Yep.
And put her there anyway.
Or maybe Stephanie McMahon, the most powerful woman in sports for the third year in a row, will come in and assert her dominance.
No. She is one of the most powerful women in sports. One of. So she basically got the consolation prize. She's the kid that came to the Special Olympics and they gave her a ribbon anyway.
Special Olympics?
Hey, have you heard some of the shit that she's been saying lately on the internet? Yeah. Yeah, shots fired. That's right. Shots fired. The McMahons are going to destroy the WWE. She thinks it's like Marvel. All those people that were just fired, they're just like Marvel superheroes.
Maybe they're trying to drive down the stock price so they can buy it all back and re-privatize it on the cheap.
You know, I didn't think of that. That is a good fucking... Julian, ladies and gentlemen, he is not only the mixologist of professional wrestling. That man is a genius. And I ain't talking about Lanny Poffo. I'm talking about the genius.
Genius.
You are the genius. Yeah. So
now,
anyway,
our final match of the night. We've got a big match that I don't really feel has gotten the hype that it deserves. A little bit, but then you've got Roman Reigns versus King Woods. You got Roman Reigns injuring injuring Kofi Kingston. You got Big E all the way over on Raw. You have Roman Reigns sending his messengers, the Usos, go do his dirty work, but it doesn't seem that conflicted. But anyway, we're going to have our WWE Champion versus Championship match where we have the WWE Champion Big E versus the WWE Universal Champion, our Tribal Chief, the head of the
Adam Woods,
Roman Reigns.
Oh man,
I didn't say the Maharaja of MMA, the philosopher of fisticuffs,
but
the professor of pugilistics.
But he is the
Tribal
Chief.
Phenom.
He's the Fijian. He is the Fijian Tribal Chief. I'm trying to say that 5 times fast. Wow. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Anyway,
so, what I want y'all to remember is last time we had champion versus champion, it was WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre got choked the fuck out. Roman hopped up, put him in the guillotine. Night.
So I was watching a podcast today. I believe it was Wrestle Talk. And in the history of the Universal versus the WWE Champion, the Universal Champion has never lost.
Really?
The Universal Champion has never lost.
Interesting.
Not only have they never lost, but if you look at the demographic, Raw and SmackDown has won a lot more than Raw. So, The hottest prospect in the WWE right now is Roman Reigns,
Correct.
followed closely by Big E. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to see two big meaty men slapping meat. Yes, yes, I had to throw that out there. Two big meaty men slapping meat for your pleasure, just like Blue Chew is for your pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Chew, the meal enhancement. They better become a sponsor of this podcast real quick.
Oh,
No, but seriously, in all seriousness, I look for Roman Reigns to continue his dominance until WrestleMania, unless we get a surprise return of the man who coined the phrase. Finally,
The Rock.
has returned to where it all started.
Well, I'll tell you
Who knows?
what. Let's go to the stipulations.
It's too many.
How many spears?
One.
Really? You're being
One.
awfully conservative. I'm saying 3. How many big endings?
One.
What'd you say?
One.
Are you muted or is my volume all the way down?
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Will there be a run-in by the New Day?
I think there will be a run-in by not only the New Day, Kofi and his sexy ass Jordans, because I love Kofi Jordans. Them Jordans, I swear to God, I've been looking for them everywhere. Can't find them. Must be
Don't you add 'em
specially
on
made
Twitter?
for Kofi Kingston. But I'm gonna say there's gonna be a run-in. King Wood's gonna come back and get his crown.
Correct.
That's for sure. The New Day and the the New Day and the
Bloodline.
yeah, the Bloodline are gonna brawl. You know what? I'm gonna change my vote. Big E. Big E's gonna win.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell you why Big E's gonna win. I noticed on your run-ins, you do not have the man who wants to destroy the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, as a run-in.
Correct. I just said running, yes or no.
So Brock Lesnar,
Oh,
who
I
said
running, so yeah.
Brock Lesnar said he was going to show up wherever Roman Reigns was and beat his ass. I think Roman Reigns is going to lose.
So Big E
He's
by
already lost to
DQ.
Xavier Woods. He's going to lose again tonight. He's going to lose again to Big E. They just got Big E as a champ. They're not going to job him out. Roman can afford to eat a loss. And Roman can eat his loss at the hands of someone else helping. And I say, Roman hits a spear. After Roman hits a spear, the music hits. Roman turns around. What the fuck? He's looking around, yelling at Paul. Why is he here, Paul? Why is he here? Turns right around to the big ending. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
That sounds very plausible to me.
If I booked the show, that's how it would end. And then I would have not Brock Lesnar at the building, but as Roman is in the middle of the ring, pissed off, he looks up, and on the Titantron, Brock Lesnar chopping wood.
Now Xavier.
Because he's a big ass country boy. He's chopping
So
wood.
you've got Big E winning with a pin.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got Big E winning with a DQ.
Okay.
All right. Paul, what did you tell me he was going to be here? You knew about this, didn't you?
Yep, I see that. I see that happening.
So the card, well, yeah, I was going to say the card seems kind of light, but these 2 5-on-5 matches are going to go a while.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The women's match is probably going to be like 7 minutes. That's what Vince runs his product.
I mean, yeah, we can do it. Yeah. 3 hours. Yeah.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for this Saturday, or is it Sunday?
It is Sunday. Sunday.
I had to go on Twitter to find out. I got to go on Twitter to find out because it's not like they're promoting the show. Well,
You
like
think we
I said,
might
ladies
see
and gentlemen,
a running by an appearance by Asuka?
no.
What about Hit Row?
Nah,
Alexa Bliss.
that would be a good thing. But no.
The one of the most powerful women in sports, Stephanie McMahon.
Charlotte Flair?
Take that as a no. What about the prime time Maharaja?
The Maharaja? No.
With Mixmaster Shanky.
Shanky hums out. We'll have another diss track on Twitter.
But you are counting on seeing the People's Champ, The Rock.
I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're all set.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Predictions Warfare on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Bodyslam.net. Let's see who's going to win this Predictions Warfare live right after the pay-per-view on Sunday. Hey, Julian, how do you feel about doing a main event watch-along of the pay-per-view?
You know what? I think I'll be here, so we can do a main event watch-along on the Peacock Network.
Peacock Network. Ladies and gentlemen, while he's over there calling the bird, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Have a great night, and thank you very much once again for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, where you can find all the information. If you ever want to look it up, just go to bodyslam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net for all your history-making, record-breaking, mood-shaking information. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here, and we'll see you guys Friday for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by bodyslam.net. Friday night fights with AEW Dark, AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage, and SmackDown all at the same time. Peace.
Hulk